Welcome inside the John M. Huntsman Center on the campus of the University of Utah, the site of the 2024 5A Girls State Championship Basketball Tournament on KSLSports.com. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart with you. Our matchup, the Springville Red Devils taking on the Timpview Thunderbirds. Game 1 of the girls' side, Game 5 of the day. Dane, this isn't, we're used to this kind of matchup. Timpview versus Springville.
Yeah, and look, it wouldn't be a semifinal without Springville, right? It doesn't matter if you're a 22 seed. You can't keep a good program down, and pretty impressive run by Springville. Now, went and took on Cypress, took care of the Pirates in that one, which was an impressive win over, I think, the region champ. And then to go on the road to Maple Mountain. And, Dusty, it's not uncommon for us to have 20-plus seeds get to a quarters or a semi. So throw the record out. Doesn't matter. Clean slate. We'll see what Springville can do here this afternoon.
Absolutely. As all that ball goes through the hands of Atawaya, and the ball will go back, or will now go to Springville. As Springville Red Devils, they're always being the hunt. Why? Because they are coached by a multi-rewind 5A Coach of the Year, Coach Holly Averett, one of our absolute favorites. And they always find their way here. She's won 2 state titles as the head coach at Springville. And there's a 10-second violation. The ball will go back to Timpview.
And, of course, region opponents. So you look at the first 2 games for these two. The first one, 45-43. Timpview got the win. The second one, 54-38. So Timpview got the better end in the second. But Springville, there's familiarity there. We're talking about always a tough out, and they've shown they can compete with them.
Coach Holly Everett, they're going to play a very deliberate game of basketball.
Yep.
As to the rim and finishing is Timpview's number 22. That is Lena Ballin.
And that's the thing with Timpview. This program has been so good for so long, and yet it feels like it's been evasive for them to get to a semi or a championship. And so we'll see what they have. A lot of experience here. When you talk about Ballin, she's been there for a couple of years. So it'll be interesting to see if this group can put it together and progress in this tournament, potentially compete for a title.
Absolutely. Back down the floor. Ballin sends that one out. And now we'll have a traveling violation and the ball back to the Red Devils.
Nalai there with the take. What do you think the odds are she's related to one Isa who was down here earlier? I'm not specifying the relation.
Okay, thank you.
Just saying related.
Don't get me in trouble. I think it's very high.
I think very high.
Very, very high. And not even cushions. They are family for sure. As inside here is Bryn Johnson. And Bryn Johnson gets Springville on the board, and we're tied up at 2 early on. Of course, Springville just a couple years removed from winning a state title. Holly Averett won her first state title at Springville on this, I guess they lost that night. They lost on this floor in a state championship game, and then won at Slick, and then won at BYU. As they get that ball inside, and Nalai can't get that one to go, and the ball will go back to Springville.
The crazy thing, when you look at stats, because as Dusty says, I'm a math guy and a numbers guy.
He's my math guy.
You want to know how many steals per game Springville is averaging? 5.2. Last year, it felt like they had 4 players averaging 5.2, right? It's just the difference of you had so much talent for so long, and now you've got to replace that. And so it's a learning on the job, on the floor, and that's why I think this team is getting better as the season progresses. And look, they're young. Juniors, freshmen, sophomores. So there is going to be a bright future once again for Lady Red Devil basketball.
And I am waiting for Ellie Esplin, who has starred at, as I call it, the College of Eastern Utah, and also known as USU Eastern. There's a 3 on the way, and good from Bella Esplin, right on time.
Bella Esplin.
But she's been playing really well. I still owe her a plaque. I haven't forgotten.
It's in his trunk.
Is down the lane, and the finish to Ballin.
He just doesn't get down to Price as much as he used to.
Or Springville, for that matter, because, hey, Dusty's reminding you. I'm like, I know, got to get down to Springville even. That 3 on the way is good from Hallie Hall.
Look out.
Hallie Hall's got some good bloodlines. Her father, Mike Hall. Go look up a dunk from Mike Hall when he was at BYU. It is one of the best in-game dunks you'll see.
You forget, I was a Sean Kemp fan, so that's a high bar.
Collegiate in-game dunks.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I know what you're going for. Poor Chris Gatling. Is a 3 on the way to Ballin? No. And the rebound taken by Sammy Delamas. Quickly ahead. Nice find. Brent Johnson lays it up and in. And here come the Red Devils.
What a start, huh? 10-4 for the 22 seed Red Devils.
We saw this from Spanish Fork a year ago. As nice drive. And hey, tell you what, the carryover from the men's game to the girls' game is you thought Leah Otuayo would be at the line. She is not, as they're low in contact at the rim. Drop that ball inside again to Johnson.
Number 15.
And how about the Red Devils jumping out to an 8-point lead? You think Holly Aver knows how to coach in the state tournament?
And the thing for me, Dusty, is the way they're doing it. It's offense, it's defense, it's intensity. Their shooters are hitting shots early. Now, we've seen that East End is friendly. So can they build enough of a lead in this first half?
On that side, that take won't go for Olivia Iyer. Quickly ahead, here's Hall. Up top of Esplin. We thought this was a rebuilding year for Springville. Getting open shots. Oh, just would not drop.
It might have been a rebuilding regular season, but it's playoff times. Rebuilds are done.
Back down the other end. And Ballin can't get that one. Rebound and run out with Esplin. Esplin running through the defenders. Up ball's loose into the hands of Delamas.
I thought I might have got a call there.
I thought so too.
Substitution for the Thunderbirds.
I love the way that they're navigating that, though. I mean, you're one of the last players on that defensive end, and you go. And the amazing thing is, Timpview's just letting them run through that D. Got to stand in front, stop that basketball.
Full timeout. We'll be back. This is a Utah Facial Plastics timeout. We got an update. We'll be right back. You're watching KO Sports Rewind coverage of the 2024 5A State Tournament. And welcome back in, Dusty Lister and Dane Stewart. Told you, Ellie Esplin just texted me. Said, I'm watching the stream. I will get that plaque from you. I love Ellie.
Got some good news, bad news.
No bad news. We'll get it figured out. Hey, she's down there with Chelsea and Morgan Warburton, and hopefully she's told them, hey, that ball traveling violation. I did talk to her coaches earlier this year. As Sammy Delamas called for traveling violation. I said, hey, you got some girls, my favorites. I said, LES, but they're, she's doing great. So I saw them beginning of the year. But Chelsea and Morgan, two Carbon legends. Morgan Warburton, a Utah legend. Drafted by the Sacramento Monarchs after her 4-year stardom here at the University of Utah.
They're getting ready for their tournament, USU Eastern.
They're going to do well. There's a jump ball, and there's Bella Esplin, just like her sister, playing good defense.
Possession Springville. Substitution for the Red Devils, number 20. Natalie Flores.
But I can't look at Springville Red Devil girls basketball and not think of one Lauren Deedy.
There's a lot of names. I mean,
Kayla Poirier.
Yep.
Tearing it up at CSI. As there's a steal. Ballin right back to the rim. No call. Got the rebound, and now a foul. Going to put, that's number 10, Livia Iyer at the line.
Foul on number 10, Hallie Hall.
The foul goes to Hallie Hall.
Hall's first and the first team foul. Shooting 2 shots.
Kind of stunned. Timpview's just sitting with the 4 points right now. Just haven't been able to find much success.
Yeah, Iyer misses the first free throw. And gets the second. 12-5 the lead now for the Red Devils.
How about Timpview giving Springville a little bit of their own medicine here?
Yeah, absolutely. Speed them up. Johnson, double dribble. Double dribble, and the ball will go back to Timpview.
What you got to do is just take that ball and go one really hard bounce, and it's okay.
Only when you catch it in the post, and it's a step power dribble up and in.
I did have an official reach out about our comments regarding the dual possession timeout.
What'd he say?
Said, you guys are still on that one, huh? I said, yep.
Absolutely. I'm still on that one. When no one has possession, I don't know how you grant a timeout. It's like playing, what was my friends used to call it? We played like certain video games, and the more you rapid hit, you win. And there's a block.
Yeah, by Ballin again. She's had a good first quarter. Leading scorer.
No, yeah, trying to get some space. Couldn't get the shot. Now we'll have a foul to Esplin. They thought it was a clean block, and maybe not.
And for those who haven't joined us yet today, They've been letting them play. And because even
That's
there,
fun.
I feel like those arms are coming over the player, and there's a shot going up. No call, which, again, I'm okay with. Consistency, important.
Yeah.
But my boss, you'll appreciate this. My boss says consistency is more important than accuracy.
Substitution for the Thunderbirds.
Consistency is more important than accuracy.
Replacing Rayleigh
Might end you up in the minor leagues depending on what position you play. But yeah, I agree with
Well,
that.
just because some of it is like with officiating and that sort of thing. Let the players know the flow of the game, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. They know what to expect. They're going to get better. You're just consistent with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It doesn't apply in everything, Dusty. I mean, come on, like engineering, that doesn't work, guys.
Well, you used a word like boss, and I started thinking, well, geez, can I get a job?
That's why I still have one. I'm consistently bad. So.
I'm just consistent. Shot off the backboard, won't go for Delamas. Moving down the floor, balling. Nobody. I mean, there's a little bit of communication between she and that was Delam. I am so turned around on my
roster.
There's an 11. Look at number 11's name.
Yeah.
On Timpview.
Yeah.
It's just throwing me off. It's Ellie Esplin.
On Timpview? No. Oh yeah, Timpview. Sorry.
I'm not certain on any of my numbers I'm calling at the moment. Here's Esplin. Oh, through the wickets. That goes through the legs of Iyer.
See, like player names, that's where accuracy would be more important than consistency, right?
Here's Hall. Back to Esplin. And a double dribble on that one. Let's see. Did you see that one?
I did not.
For the Thunderbirds, number 0, Leah Atuaya.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah. Because it wasn't a carrying violation. It was a double dribble. So Ella Esplin will come off. Our ball tipped back out to Naliai. And that ball loose, picked up, and stolen. Delamas had sent that ball ahead. Iyer, that's a traveling violation. Yeah. You can go from hip to hip. You can't roll from your belly to your tuchus. That just doesn't work. I was trying to think of every child word I have in my head.
There you go. Tuchus.
All right, tuchus. Rufus Sprague had never heard of that word before I said it to him. He goes, what did you say?
Well, it's a family program. So.
That ball goes out of bounds.
Substitution for the Red Devils.
That's a movie reference we could do. Never mind. Right in the tuchus. You remember that one?
No.
Right.
It'll come. Okay.
Off air, I'll do it right in the thing. So 11 seconds. And remember, at the end of the quarter, we will have our trivia question coming up where you can get a $10 gift card to Handel's Ice Cream. Vince Francis is going to have to finish his super nachos. Oh, the shot is good. Not Naliai. And now we'll do it for the first quarter. Springville jumped out to a lead. Timpview inching their way back in at the end of one. It is Springville 12, Timpview 8. You're watching the 2024 5A State Championship Girls Basketball Tournament on KSLSports.com, your exclusive home for online championships. But before we get started in the second quarter, let's go to our trivia question brought to you by Handel's Ice Cream.
Oh, yes. This is the old 3-22 matchup. Here's your question. When was the last 3 seed in 5A to advance to the semifinal, and who was it?
The last 3 seed?
The last 3 seed.
Man. Okay, you're going since RPI.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, so you don't have a ton of history to look at, but you got a little.
A little bit. As that ball is up and in, that's Delama. Sammy Delamas with the bucket, and it's a 6-point Springville lead. All right, the last 3 seed to advance to the semifinal, not to the championship, but to the semifinal.
Correct.
I got a feel. I think. Iyer up
It's
top.
not Carbon.
They lost in the semis last night. I'm so bugged.
The girls lost today to Grantsville as well.
And they lost in the third place game. Is that there's a foul? Usually what happens, you and I have done that tournament.
Yeah.
Usually a team is super down.
Which, speaking of, we do have an off the classification girls trivia question that is pretty good.
Carbon High School.
No. It's good, though. Like, I told Vince, and he was like, wow. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
You can't trust anyone these days, you know?
Free throw good from Iyer. Morgan Warburton, that's the answer. Final answer. And the free throw is good. They're from Iyer. 14-10.
Timmy's starting to settle in here. Ooh.
Brady Templeman was very lucky there. It is down the floor. Millie Thompson gives it back to Hall on the angle now with Templeman. Hall holding up top.
Yeah, I had Templeman in the corner. A little bit late on that, and only Templeman in the last touch. Yeah.
Ball ricocheted around and goes off of Springville. I think you'll see it here on the replay. Yep. You think I went off of Templeman?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't?
No, I did. That's what I thought.
Oh, okay.
But
wrong place at the wrong time.
You got a palate cleanser earlier, you know? You went and did some lax, get some fresh air, get cold.
I did get cold. I'm finally starting to warm up again. It feels nice.
In the lane. Ballin, got it.
Number 22.
So 2-point ball game now, 14-12. The hot start for the Red Devils been shrink down.
Yeah.
And we're going to get a foul on number 1, Claire Birmingham.
That's her first.
And look, I mean, if you think Springville's just going to run Timpview off the floor, you don't know Timpview.
Right.
You got to be prepared for that push, but what's your answer going to be if you're Springville, right? You know that Timpview is one of the top seeds, really good team this year. And you look in that region, co-region champ. So got to be ready for that push. What response does Springville have?
Oh, nice find inside. A shot won't go. Delama stays with it and gets the board and put back a little stat stuffer.
Yeah, it's a nice job by Delamas inside.
Tawaya sends that one out to Ballin. She drops it in. Oh, there's some space created, and the bucket there to Naliai.
Not a lot Delamas can do on that. I mean, you see Naliai established in the paint. Using her physicality, get an open look.
And that ball kicked out of bounds. We'll stay here. You know, it's interesting. I saw Donnie Tawaya yesterday.
Yeah.
He was at the swim meet yesterday watching his niece.
He was here this morning.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, watch the boys.
Right.
And he's right over there. Yeah, he's going to be, I bet it's his daughter. It's on the floor. So I texted him and asked him. He sent me a picture. I didn't know he was there. He goes, look at you. You do everything. And he came over and talked to me for a second on his way out. As the shot is up and in to Delamas.
Man, that's a tough shot. The shot clock trickling down. That defense gets a hand on the basketball. She's going up for the shot. Nice finish.
On the drive. Tawaya couldn't get that one to go, and Leah will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Yeah, her cousin, Leah's cousin, she has a couple of events for the Skyridge girls where she was the top seed going in. I don't know how she finished today. Did really well. There's the free throw. Oh, man. There's one to clip. Hold on. She showed a replay of that one. That's pretty good.
Substitution for the Thunderbirds. Number 11.
I mean, that's Michael J. Fox and Teen Wolf stuff.
You see the spin on that?
And she did it twice.
How about that?
Oh.
Look, anyone could just make it. We're trying to get the high bounce.
That is awesome. She got both of them to go. 18-16. Espelin had that ball tipped away and then taken away by Ballin. That was not a carry. Goes over the arm. Ballin down the lane.
That should have been a violation. We'll get her out of bounds here.
Substitution, number 5, Patty Templeton. Replacing Espelin.
Inside of 5 minutes left in the first half. Trying to be saved in there by Iyer, but goes out of bounds. But hope you've enjoyed the coverage today. We'll be here all week. 28 games. This is game 5 of 28. But it's our yearly tradition. Dane and I doing all the games. We'll be joined by some coaches. Trey Smith joined me game 2 today. We'll get some other coaches lined up throughout the week. The 3 on the way is no good. A good look for Millie Thompson. Couldn't get it to go. Boogie down the floor. Nolly off on the 3. The rebound and put back by Iyer. No. Tipped around. Tracked down by Iyer. Now into Nolly. Nolly off the wall. Out blocked away. Good defense by Bryn Johnson. Loose ball. And now a loose ball foul on Nolly. She's frustrated, but what was the foul there?
She thought there could have been a call earlier. And how about Ballin coming over and helping to settle down her teammate? Hey, we need you. Keep it locked in, right?
Number 5, Brady Nolly. Her first, second team foul.
So I did get an explanation. Ellie Esplin is Jared Esplin's younger sister. Well, that ball goes out of bounds.
Well, number 10.
But Jared Esplin, remember Jared Esplin had the catch of the year?
Last year, right?
Yeah.
Or was it this year? It was last year.
Yeah, he had a catch of the year there in the end zone.
Yeah.
Thank you to Tyus Mao. Making sure I know that. And it is Donnie's daughter on the floor. Always appreciate all of our viewers making sure we keep our stuff accurate. Oh, man. Bryn Johnson took a bit of a bump, didn't get that one. Quickie down the floor. Tuwaya dribbled out of bounds, and the ball will go back to Springville.
Timpview is trying to get into their pace, their tempo. Ooh. Huh.
Mr. Official gave the explanation and was on top of the ball. Johnson sends that out to Hall. Maybe got tipped. And then the loose ball into the hands of Sammy Delamas. And Delamas with the bucket. 4-point lead now for Springville.
Oh, boy, miscommunication.
3 on the way, short from
Namulati. That's a good look there. That defense got kind of sucked in there as they were trying to roll off that screen.
And Hallie Hall thought she might be able to work it and get a foul call there. And we know right now there's no whistles on the drive to the bucket. And that's been an all-day thing as that ball goes up the tunnel. It'll be Springville basketball.
And here's the thing. What does Springville need to do in this game? Disrupt Timpview. They've done it.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Timpview's tried to get the ball up the floor quickly. They're trying to get some pressure. Springville's been able to handle it. But to the cap. And this is what's so frustrating playing Springville, because like this every year. It's like, nothing's going to come easy.
Well, and everyone kept saying, well, give them a shot clock. They can't do it. Like, oh, well,
yes, they can.
Do you want to bet? Although betting is not permitted. Or,
Would you like
condoned.
to take a second whack at that?
No. Free throws coming to Bryn Johnson.
Foul on number 0, Leah Atawaya.
As Leah Atawaya picks up the foul and put Bryn Johnson at the line.
Shooting the 2 shots will be Bryn Johnson.
As Bryn hits the first.
Timpview substitution number 1.
As Claire Birmingham comes back on, as Leah Atawaya will get a breather. Second free throw off the mark, the board to Ellie Esplin. Ballin goes at Hall. Ballin down the lane. Can't get it. Rebound to Hallie Hall. Here comes Hallie up the floor. So work it inside. Delamas. Yes. Nicely done along the baseline. And a 7-point lead for the Red Devils.
Yeah, it was good interior defense. I think that was Namulati again. Got a hand on the basketball. It didn't matter.
Well, Hall pokes that one away from Ballin. Seven seconds. 5 seconds. Shot on the way. Blocked away. Johnson, another block. They keep testing her. She keeps standing up. Templeman.
Yeah, she does.
Hall into DeLums. Oh, through the wickets of Hallie Hall. We'll go back to Timpview with a minute and a half to go in the second quarter.
Rayleigh Nolia.
I don't know. Was that the Terminator or the Eliminator?
Might have been his fastball. The humiliating.
Maybe it's the out-of-stater. I don't know. You know, it would be see you later.
Probably going to become a spectator.
What movie?
There you go.
There's a
there
four-pack.
You go.
The Crumble 4-pack. What movie were we just quoting? We gave a lot of good clues in that one.
We did. From one of the best play-by-plays ever, quite frankly.
Honestly. Crawls that one up and in. And Nolly even has a card game named after him.
And you can say it's just a character. No, it's not.
It isn't. It's just who he is.
Yeah.
He was amazing in the World Series for years. 50 seconds on a running clock. Left open for 3, back rimmed. And the rebound popped out into the hands of Timpview.
Like the confidence there of Thompson. Trying to take away that high post with that zone. Has an opportunity to open 3. She missed it, but you see the confidence that Springville's been playing with in this first half. Been great.
18 seconds. Down to 15 seconds. But yeah, hit us up on the Twitter. Sorry, on the X app. You can Zeet us. You can message us. Hit us up on Instagram. IG us. 5 seconds. 4. Oh, that ball never went in for Ballin. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. The shot will count. Won't go, but that'll do it for the first half of play. And at the end of 2 quarters, it is Springville 23, Timpview 18. You are watching the 2024 5A State Basketball Tournament on KSLSports.com. Commentary presented by Heidemann Associates. Our coverage brought to you by NutriCost. Go to NutriCost.com. Get 30% off when you use the code UtahMade.
This is NutriCost Kids Vitamin D Gummies. They contain a child's daily dose of vitamin D for a healthy immune system. They taste amazing, kids love them, and they're low in sugar. Easy for parents, great for kids.
Welcome back in. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart with you. Our rewind coverage of the state tournament brought to you by NutriCost. Use the code UtahMade. Get 30% off of your supplement order. Over 300 supplements available on NutriCost.com. A Utah-made product and company for Utah-made athletes. As there's a foul on the drive on Springville. But again, use Utah-made, one word, Utah-made. Get 30% off your supplement order at NutriCost.com.
Timpview did not make a 3 in that first half. Shot 29% from the floor. And now with the ends switched, see if they can get a little more momentum. It's a team that can shoot well.
Oh, nice drive and finish there by Nolly. Ballin. So Ballin with the bucket. Hallie Hall able to pull that ball away. Esplin. Now they drop it inside to Johnson. She tries to go the opposite side of the block. That ball is slapped away. And Ballin picks up the loose ball.
Yeah, it's tough. Not a lot of room there.
Ballin fits that one in, and the bucket to Nolly. And a 1-point game, 23-22.
I think those were the first fast break points for Timpview today.
And Coach Haley Steed trying to bring her team back. That 3 from Esplin won't go. Johnson with the rebound, back to Esplin, sends out to Hall. That ball misses to the right, and the rebound taken by Nolly.
It's a 7-point game late in the second quarter.
Nolly, or probably Ballin down the lane. The board and bucket there for Olivia Iyer. And just like that, Timpview with a 1-point lead is still on the inbound. This is the layup and the ball tipped out. Loose ball and back in the hands of Springville. Coach Averett says, I need a Utah Facial Plastics 30-second timeout.
Yeah. It was getting a little questionable there. As ball going back and forth, a lot of physicality. They're continuing to let them play. But yeah, you can see Springville, Timpview coming out strong here in this second half.
Well, so Utah Facial Plastics timeout. Call 801-960-3137. Set up a consultation. Look, this isn't just about cosmetic surgery. If you want that, it is obviously available. But if you have deviated septum, you got anything else, there's terrific doctors there. But even hair loss, if you're worried about hair loss and you're a man or a woman and you need to get that taken care of, they have hair restoration options at Utah Facial Plastics. You can call 801-960-3137. And even, as I keep talking about, little wisdom line. Want to get that cleared up so you look a little younger, feel a little better? It helps your appearance. Don't know if it helps mine amazingly, but it definitely does work.
I'd go broke. There's a lot of work that needs to be done.
Still go and tell Doug, overhaul.
Yeah.
If you're a Timpview alum, you got former football star Doug Henstrom, one of the partners there at Utah Facial Plastics, my family member. So thank Utah Facial Plastics, their support of KSL Sports Rewind. Send it out to Hall for three, short. Rebound. So Lamas was trying to save that in off of Otwaya. Didn't quite get there, and the ball go back to T-Birds.
Ran into that one, literally.
Yeah.
Any response on the old trivia or movies?
Vince?
He's distracted playing with his toys.
Here I come to play with my toys. My home, Elaine. As that ball is up top.
Oh, wow. Inside, they call the foul on Naliai.
So the foul to Naliai. Number 2 on Naliai.
First team ball.
We're about 10 minutes away. Oh, that ball tipped away, looking for Johnson. And now the foul going to put Timpview at the line to shoot 2.
And this is some of that inexperience. I mean, you inbound the ball, you're trying to get this right back, but not looking for the basketball, right? Thinking that we're going to take this on the bounce, head up the floor. Johnson just planning on running up with their team, but different idea, and you end up in a situation where there's not many options.
As the free throw is good. We're about 10 minutes away from the 5A swim meet getting started. McKay Larson is there. It's going to be a lot of fireworks, that 5A swim meet. Is that second free throw no good. And the rebound to Springville.
Of course, the nice thing about fireworks at the swim meet, you don't have to worry about anything getting out of hand. You got a lot of water around.
Yeah, well, fireworks, yeah. Trap that ball inside. We'll go for DeLamas.
She's had such a good game. Such a good game today. You look at the stats at the break. She was 5 of 9, had 10 points, and that's continuing in this second half.
And then the steal to Johnson.
Oh,
DeLamas ran up her back and a traveling violation.
You see that turnover bug, and that's one of the things when you think about Coach Averett, her groups, they don't turn the ball over. This one had 10 at the half. We've seen a couple in this third quarter already. Prohibited them from maintaining that lead and helping Timpview get back.
Send that ball over to Otwaya. Leah tries to send that in. Johnson got her hands on it, creates a turnover. This ball picked up by Millie Thompson. Thompson turns it over. Here comes Ballin. She's got Otwaya, and Leah will go right to the rim for the easy 2, and the lead regained by Timpview.
You have Timpview right now, those turnovers helping them get on the run. Fast break opportunities, attacking before the defense gets set up. It's why they've now got themselves a lead in a game that they've trailed really for the majority of it.
There's Johnson, sends it out to the corner. It's Esplin, the deep 3. Oh, it lips out of the rebound. Claimed by Iyer.
Yeah, good look there.
4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Possession arrow belongs to Springville, but the 3 is long. And the rebound tracked down by Templeman. Over to Esplin. Esplin steps through and scores. Tied at 27.
Nice take there for Esplin. Gets that basketball, quickly identifies where the D is. Able to step around it, get an open look.
And Bella getting called for the reach. Seaman got poked afterward. The
The
foul on Esplin is the third team foul on the Red Devils.
It's her third personal foul.
And number 3
Second
on
team
Bella.
foul. Third team foul. Substitution number 20. Natalie Flores, replacing Thompson.
Outside, balling for 3. Doesn't go on the rebound. Taken by Hattie Templeman.
Yeah, it almost looked like they were content to let Ballin take that 3. She's over 30% from long range, but a close that seemed like Espen was like, yep, go ahead.
Outside with Bella. Now to Florence. Florence will pull short, and the rebound. Taken by Naliai. Again, tied up at 27. Springville at one point had a pretty healthy lead. But Timpview came back to take the lead. And a timeout taken by the Thunderbirds. And it is a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. Dusty Lister and Dane Stewart with me. We have 3 more games coming up today. Tuesday is 5A semifinal day. But it's hard to think we're already through 5 games. Well, let's say through. We're in game 5 today.
We are in game 5. Morning was fantastic. First game on the girls' side, back and forth, competitive. It's what you want, right?
Exactly. That's what we want. It's what the 5A tournament tends to provide pretty consistently, year in and year out. Because you think back when Springville won their last state championship with Lauren Deedy. It was a shot at the horn against Farmington and what was a back-and-forth game. It's like community college. And
should we go back to our trivia question?
Let's go back to our trivia question.
This speaks to what 5A has been over the last couple of years. So the question was, there's a 322 matchup. When was the last time a 3-seed advanced to the semifinal? Who was it and when? Do you know the answer?
I think so.
You want to give it a whirl?
Springville 2021.
That's correct. The last 2 years, the 3-seed has gone down in this game. Sorry, not in this game. But Timpview lost to Skyline last year. They were the 3-seed.
Yeah.
And then the 22-seed advanced a couple years ago as well. Springville beat them, but they were the 6. So it's been tough sledding for the 3-seed.
Yeah, it is. That's kind of a snake pit spot, isn't it?
I know. Yep.
Well, number 22, Lena Ball.
And that is Timpview this year. They are the 3-seed.
Correct.
It's her first personal and the second team foul.
It's kind of like the old dreaded 5-12
yeah,
matchup.
5-12. Right now, was it a 10-6?
4-13.
Yeah, 4-13. That's what it is. It's another bad one.
Seen some 2-15 in recent years.
Remember the first 15-2?
Yeah.
Great Weber State. Carol Arsenault. Nettie Gill. CEU boys. Love that team. And Aliai going to drive at Johnson. Lobs that ball inside. Oh, traveling violation first.
Traveling violation.
So send the ball back. To Springville. It's kind of been a game. It's close, but it's been muddied up. It's had some self-inflicted wounds. It's a great defense. Makes it kind of hard. And not only that, the officials have let them play, which has made it very difficult. And the fact that you're not getting free throws on a lot of shots you expect you'd get free throws.
Yep. Yeah, and we've got, multiple fouls to give here in the third for each side. But look, if Springville wanted a chance in this game, I think this is exactly the tempo they needed to establish here this afternoon. They've been able to do it.
Ball in. Oh, I thought that was going to go. It was a beautiful move. Nearly got the reverse shot to fall down. Just couldn't get it to stay down. Oh, that goes off the foot and out of bounds off of Natalie Florence. And the ball will go back to Timpview.
Number 21, Millie Thompson.
Millie Thompson comes back on for Natalie Florence. Tabor wanted to travel on that one. They looked a little ski-wampus. There's Otawaya working along the baseline. Good defense from Templeman. Still hanging with her. 5-second closely guarded. Yeah. Give the ball back to Springville.
Staying right on that hip hawk. And you kind of saw almost a little bit of a wraparound true, trying to get a little bit of room. That was good defense by Springville.
Off the floor with Thompson. As that ball goes up top. Now outside, it's going to be a 3 from Hall off to the right. Ballin with the rebound, and she's going to run it. Thompson's back. Ballin shot, no. Rebound loose, and jump ball. Possession belongs to Springville. 53 seconds left. It's kind of big. Springville needs to take advantage of this opportunity because it'll be Timpview basketball to start the fourth quarter. And that ball out of bounds, so the ball will go back to Timpview. A little bit of a double gainer here for Timpview because they can get the bucket and then get the ball back.
Unless we have another possession arrow change. But that's correct.
That's true. I would love to do the football commentator thing. They love double dipping these possessions. This is what they look for. They love to do that. Because who wouldn't love to score?
Contrary, because, for me, I think that's a terrible strategy. Why would you want back-to-back possessions? Makes no sense.
That ball goes out of bounds. Baldwin was trying to throw the ball. It looked like off the back of a Springfield defender. Turns that one over. But as we learned in Seinfeld, you can't double dip a chip. It's like putting your whole mouth in the bowl.
You also can't triple dare, double dare.
Triple stamp and double stamp?
That's what it is. Thank you.
Up top of Hall, 14 on the shot clock. The 3 on the way from Templeman is good. Big time shot from Templeman and a 1-point lead for Springville.
Well, it felt like we went minutes with just turnovers back and forth, back and forth. Big energy off of that 3 from Templeman.
Hall right up in the grill of Ballin. 10 seconds left. Three, 2, blocked away by Hall. Into the hands and a little long. As we go to the fourth quarter, it is Springville 30, Timpview 29. You're watching the 2024 5A State Championship Basketball Tournament, presented by Heidelman Associates, brought to you by NutriCost. Steve Litzer and Dane Stewart started the fourth quarter. It's been herky-jerky through that third quarter, with some spurts, good defense, some decisions players would want back. But you're seeing there's a lot of effort on both sides of the floor, and it's a 1-point Springville lead.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers really prevented both teams from being able to take this game in control. As we've got a foul here going to go on the Lamas.
The Lamas with the push.
But you're right. Both teams have been locked in. Very gritty kind of game, right? This has been a blue-collar, make you earn it, nothing easy contest.
And we talked about free throws. NutriCost is going to feel bad about that free throw sponsorship. Can't get a free throw in this game. The ball loose. And the jump ball brought to you by NutriCost. Look, don't let alternate possessions get you. Let NutriCost take you to the next level in whatever you're doing. Utah Made for 30% off. Use the code Utah Made for 30% off over 300 products through NutriCost.com. I use their amino acids, their creatine. I'll be trying out their protein here very soon. I use the TMG. That's a long word that I want to try to trimethylglycine, I think is the actual term as well.
Look at you, man. Started with polypropylene, and now he's on trimethylglycine or whatever it was. Becoming a linguist over here.
I'm trying. Lena Ballitz with the foul there. I was going to say what I thought it was again for Lifetime Products. I said it last night on the broadcast. All I have is Vince Francis making fun of me in my ear. Like, that was wrong. I think polypropylene, I think is what I said. See? Every time I say polyethylene, polypropylene. So 1 point, Springville lead. And we got to reset the shot clock. There's Esplin. Hands back. And now Hall with Ballin right there with her. The 3 on the way. Templeman's second 3 of the second half. That's a 6-point run from Templeman and a 4-point Springville lead.
She didn't take a shot in the whole first half, but 2 big threes from Templeman. There you go.
As Naliai gets the and one. And guess where she's going? To the NutriCost free throw line. A rarity today.
It's her third personal.
I like coming right back and going inside. We saw her early, able to establish some physicality inside. They let it go. So go right into the paint. Use your size, use your advantage. Her skill in the post. See if you can't get some easy buckets. I don't know, some close buckets on your offensive possessions.
High percentage.
Yeah, there you go.
Look inside now to Delamas, and they're going to get a foul to Iyer. Inbound along the baseline. It's only the second team foul on the T-Birds. 6:40 left.
We might have a chance to have some more Utah-made free throws here from NutriCost.
Hey, did you know you get 30% off if you use the code Utah?
I did.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 6:40 left. You're watching the 5A state tournament.
This is apple cider vinegar from NutriCost. This is apple cider vinegar from another leading brand. NutriCost has 500 milligrams of apple cider vinegar. So does this other brand. NutriCost is third-party tested, non-GMO, and gluten-free. This other brand? Well, we're not sure. NutriCost is also available at a great price delivered right to your door. NutriCost has over 500 different products for health and wellness. NutriCost, only what you need.
And welcome back, Dusty Lister and Dane Stewart. A 1-point Springville lead, 6:40 left. The winner moves on to the semifinals in the 5A bracket on Tuesday. Those games are right here on KSLSports.com. Bella Esplin will go back up top. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Delamas on the angle to Templeman, back inside, and it's Johnson. I think it's her first points of the second half.
Yeah, it might be. But how about very intentional ball movement there? Well-executed play coming out of that timeout. And Johnson, she's been good today.
Shot won't go. We're going to have a loose ball foul on, I believe, on Otawaya based on her response. No, that's going to go on Naliai. And I probably missed the chance. Still got to remember we have our Utah Facial Plastics replay.
Foul on number 0, Leah Otawaya.
So Leah Otawaya picks up the foul. There's Esplin right to the rim.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul first. Wipe it off as Otawaya hit the deck.
This is a good call. Look inside. You see how Delamas that time is moving and trying to push Naliai off of being able to come out and defend. Official right there. That's the right call.
You know, it's become a big thing in basketball to essentially become a lead blocker on drives. You see it at every level. Post guy hurting, gets on a guy or gal and the defender.
And if you're establishing position, that's okay. But when you're moving your feet and taking them away, that's when it's going to get called.
Junction J is there for Iyer. And it's back to a 1-point game.
By number 10, Liv Iyer.
Back up the floor with Esplin. 5:20 on a running clock in the fourth quarter. Esplin over to Hall. Johnson goes at Iyer. Try to go around her, but over her. You can't go around her. You got to go over her.
That was an impressive take. Oh, Iyer was going to get the block there.
Oh, nice move by Ballin. Reverse it. Kissed it high off the window. They got it to go. Added degrees of difficulty.
See both offenses picking it up here in this fourth quarter.
And this is the end of the season's right around the corner for one of these two teams. As Esplin sends it out to Templeman. Now to Hall. Over to Esplin. She's looking inside to Delamas. Iyer had already gotten around her, and now the foul going to be called on Delamas. If you have a chance, one more chance to look at that reverse layup by Ballin.
Springville Ball, number 11, Semi Delamas.
That's nice.
Timpview grad Austin Bigelow running the camera today. All week. I freed up his schedule for him.
Dusty called his boss, got him fired. Got that taken care of.
Get him rehired. Don't worry. Straight away. on the angle. A little long on the 3. Esplin fouled by Naliai on the 4.
It's going to be the 4th team foul on Timpview, so both teams going to be shooting free throws here the remainder of the way.
What we did with this sponsorship with NutriCost, we pushed a lot of that bulk toward the end of the game. A lot of people are watching it full
Yeah,
game.
it was pretty strategic, really.
Yeah. They're that good. Outside with Hallie Hall. And up top with Esplin.
Yep.
Yeah, traveling violation. Got stuck. Tried to make a decision. Got stuck there, Dean.
Well, and the challenge is she had Hall at the top of the paint wide open. And I think eyes just aren't there. So you got 10. Could have very easily come back. Just you get locked in, right? And you think this is where I got to go. And costly turnover.
Looking outside. I'll try to drop it in. And another traveling violation. This one on Ballin. I didn't even point out the fact that she's gone the Chudy Anasiki decision.
Yeah.
Alternating colored shoes. Noah Bendinger went to that too, didn't he? Or not Noah.
Mason
Bendinger.
Yeah, I don't recall. He might have. I like to wear the same color shoes.
There's a foul. And the foul goes to Ellie Esplin. Yeah, I'm the same color shoes, same color sock kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty boring.
Shooting 2 shots will be Bella Esplin.
So Esplin at the line. Calmly hits the first. And Bella now with a chance to make it a 3-point game. And she does.
Substitution for the Red Devils, number 21.
So Millie Thompson comes on to give Esplin a quick breather. As Springville up 39-36. And this is where we're so glad where there's a shot clock. Because now we're not going to have teams running around trying to get fouled and extend the game and all kinds of stuff. Got to play good defense on both ends of the floor. Ends up out top to Ottawaya. Now balling on the baseline. Tipped out of bounds by Timpview. Primary line Springville, I mean. We stay here with Timpview. See we catch a hand there. Yeah. Delamas. Traveling violation.
You know, and that's a frustrating thing if you're not Naliai, because inside or off the inbound, she's like, give me the ball. And Springville's bringing help or showing that they're going to bring help. So you go up to the free throw line, but you just get mentally sped up and give it up.
Got to be careful with the 10 seconds. Just got it across. Here's Hallie Hall. Hallie down the lane, terminates,
Yeah.
And another traveling violation.
Well, that's one. I don't know if she got surprised that she got around the defense.
Wow.
Quick step.
They kind of follow the trends, both teams.
Yeah.
Been mirroring each other a little bit. It's what's kept this game close. 39-36. 2.5 left in this quarterfinal. And now another offensive turnover.
5 seconds. I think that's the second closely guarded call forced by Springville today.
And the other one was, they're dribbling down.
In the paint.
The paint. 2:29 left. Thompson guarded by Ottawaya. Now Templeman, she's hit 2 big threes in the second half. Keep your eye on her, and it's been on this near side angle. And now Timpview wants 5 seconds closely guarded. Templeman. Free throw line. Jay crawls off. Rebound out of bounds. Off of Johnson. And it will be Timpview basketball.
That might have been the world's fastest 5 seconds if there was a 5 second call on that one. At Timpview D. Make another play. Still one possession.
Ball in 2 minutes. Try to lob that ball to the corner, out of bounds off Atuaya. Templeman may have tipped that ball initially. Atuaya tried to save it.
Yeah, I don't know if Templeman did or if Atuaya was planning on it. Either way, enough to cause disruption, which Springville's been doing all afternoon.
Timeout, Coach Holly Steed. We'll be back with minute 56 left in the fourth quarter. You're watching the 5A quarterfinals.
This is NutriCost Kids Vitamin D Gummies. They contain a child's daily dose of vitamin D for a healthy immune system. They taste amazing, kids love them, and they're low in sugar. Easy for parents, great for kids.
Minute 56 left in the fourth quarter. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart with you. The winner moves on to the 5A semifinals. Of course, the reigning 5A champion is Bountiful. We did get a response to our question earlier.
It's a good answer.
Yeah.
They've just been promoted. So Lehigh's a 6A team, no longer in the 5A realm.
So Billy Thompson fouled by Ballin. It'll be free throws on the other end of the floor.
Her third person.
So big free throws coming up now for Millie Thompson to make it a 2-possession game with a made free throw. And rattles home the first.
If you're Timpview, important to not get too sped up here, right? It's still 2 minutes to go. Got a shot clock. You can take your time. The right shot is more important than a quick shot.
Ball free throws good. 5-point lead now for Springville. Timpview season hanging by a thread. You got 2 timeouts left. Send over to 3. Atuaya, no. The rebound to Thompson.
Crashed in the glass.
Millie Thompson ahead to Hallie Hall. She'll terminate hand back.
Yeah, be patient. No need to rush here for Springville.
They got a 35-second shot clock for a reason. If you'll get rewarded with the chance to get the ball back, not having to foul to get it back. We're in the weave up top.
And if you're Timpview right now, you just play good D.
There it is. Iyer with the steal. Just a 2-possession game with 1 minute and 10 seconds left.
Got to capitalize on this possession.
Ball will pull for 3. Hits the deck, misses the 3, and the rebound to Thompson. And Naliai gives up the foul. Going to put Thompson back at the line for 2 free throws.
2-possession game. The way your defense has been playing. A little up to, again, work that ball around. It's an open look for Ballin. But as we mentioned, both teams have struggled from long range today. Tough shot.
And this is the first as Thompson. A made free throw, not a big deal. Not a big deal because it's still a 2-possession game if you're Timpview. And she does go 1 of 2. 42-36 and a timeout to Coach Steed with 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Big possessions coming up for Timpview.
Could it be the 3rd straight year that a 3 seed exits prior to a semi?
1 minute left. We'll find out. You're watching the 5A quarterfinals on KSLSports.com.
If you want.
Welcome back in. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart. Timpview down 6 points, just 2 possessions. Don't have to necessarily chase the 3 at the moment.
Agreed. You got to score, but I don't think you need a 3. If you get an open look at a 3, and you got a confident shooter, fine.
There's Atuaya. Hands off to Ballin.
Good perimeter D here.
Drop it into Naliai. Naliai back outside. Ballin chased off the 3. Can't get it out. Ball tipped around. Naliai with it, and then she's fouled. Actually works out in their favor. It'll be the 15th foul on Springville. Naliai will have a chance to score with the clock stopped. But you've taken it down to 1 possession, maybe 2, with about a 6-second differential in the game clock and shot clock.
Yeah, you're getting to a point where when that ball gets into the front court, you got to foul.
And a free throw good from Naliai. Misses the second. Board. Iyer misses the putback out of bounds off of Templeman.
Stays here, yeah.
Yeah, will remain with Timpview. 38 seconds. Hey, you hit a 3 here. Right? Actually, it doesn't matter. You need 3 or a 2. 2 makes it a one-possession game as well. Quickly into Nolly. I couldn't get it to her. Ball goes out of bounds. It is Springville ball. Into Hall. And now the foul to Iyer. We'll put Hallie Hall at the line with 34 seconds left.
Timpview foul and number 10, Liv Iyer.
Springville.
Iyer's third personal.
3-9 in region play this year. 0-2 against Timpview. But you talk about coming into this tournament. A win over Salem Hills Late, a 1-point loss to Maple Mountain. They beat Cypress. They beat Maple Mountain. Coach Everett, what a job.
Holly Everett putting herself in the spot to potentially be our 5A Coach of the Year once again. Back-to-back years that a 20-plus seed can make it to the semifinals. Last year was Spanish Fork. This year looking to be Springville's. Nolly I misses on the 3. That ball tipped around.
Skyline last year. Spanish Fork
Skyline
was
Collier.
2 years ago? Or no, they were in 18.
Yeah. Spanish Fork was like the 25 seed. They were still sub 500 in the semifinals a year ago.
Foul on number 0, Leah Atawaya.
Leah Atawaya picks up the foul.
That's her third personal.
Yeah, number 3 on Atawaya. And now free throws
2 shots for
Millie Thompson.
They were the 21. So we had that 21 last year in Spanish Fork, the 22 in Skyline.
Okay. And the free throw was in and out. So 2 of them. Now we can have 1 of them.
We have a 12 seed still in it in Olympus. That'd be, I think, your next lowest possible.
And the free throw good. 8-point game. Could get the floor balling. Over to Atawaya, open for 3. Misses wide to the left, and Springville is going to move on to the 5A semifinals. Congratulations to Coach Holly Everett and the Red Devils. Get them in the tournament, and you don't want to face them. The Springville Red Devils going back to the semifinals.
Springville 55. Timpview 47.
What a win.
Springville will play at 4:40.
Congratulations to Springville. Big win, Dane. Some thoughts before we send down to Kenzie for an interview.
Well, look, I think Springville came in, showed they were not going to be intimidated by Timpview. They've done it in recent games where they put the season behind them. Learn your lesson and then move on. And for Springville, thought they executed really well. Inside, hit some early outside shots, and never really let Timpview get running. When Timpview did, they came back, but they were able to really clamp this game down. Great job of managing the pace and tempo for Springville as they get the upset win.
Your player of the game. This is a tough one.
It is a tough one. I am going to go with Delamas. I think she was fantastic today.
We're on the same wavelength. Kenzie Valentine's already down there with Sammy Delamas. Go ahead, Kenzie. Take it away.
I would tell my teammates to lock in, and they would know exactly what that meant. Play hard D, and keep your composure.
What was your mindset during the second half?
That we just have to don't let anything down, and just play hard.
What are your thoughts going into next week?
We're just gonna work hard and get after it. We know that we have nothing to lose, so yeah.
Congratulations on the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kenzie. And again, congratulations to Sammy Delamas and the Springville Red Devils. The final score, Springville 45, Timpview 37. Springville punches their ticket to the semifinals, which will have those games right here on KSLSports.com. For Dane Stewart, Kenzie Valentine, Austin Bigelow, Vince Francis, and Bauer Anderson, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us for watching KSL Sports rewinds coverage of the 2024 5A State Championship Basketball Tournament on KSLSports.com. As always, presented by Heidemann and Associates and brought to you by NutriCost. We'll be back with our second game of the day. The winner moving on to take on Springville.